Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your hostess, Pat Terrio, and you all know this is the time of the year that is so exciting. Kids are graduating all over the land. You've got people graduating from pre-K, they're graduating from middle school, heading to high school, and we've got these seniors getting ready to go off into the whole new world of their own. And I've got special guests with me today, and I'm so excited. These two right here, I've been knowing them for quite some time. You know, we've got representation from Trinity, from East Lawrence, West Lawrence, and Dublin. And these young men and women are getting ready to do great things. And we thought it'd be fitting to have family members coming on the show and talking to us about the excitement that they're feeling and things that they've experienced and the transition that they're going to have to experience when their men and women are gone. We've got Miss Judy Fosher all the way from Nashua, New Hampshire, and Heather McGinnis from the hot Atlanta. Nice to have you here, ladies. How are you?
Very well.
Now, you two are representing my little man, Joshua Terrio, and you've come from a long way.
Yep.
Now, we're going to talk to you, Grandma.
Okay.
You're going to give us a whole different take, you know. But I want the people to know a little bit about you, so tell them who you are. Tell them a little something about you.
Well, like you said, I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire. I work at a big company called Intel. I'm married and like to travel a little bit, and I totally enjoy coming to Georgia to visit my grandkids and my children.
You know, your daughter Heather here is a now transplanted Georgia Peach.
That's correct.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Pat.
Tell us a little bit about you.
Heather McGinnis. I'm originally from New Hampshire. I live in Atlanta. I've been there for, probably about 18 years since Josh has been born. So, yeah, I love it.
And, you know, I wanted to have you two on. I mean, I know you just got in hot off the plane not long ago and then off the road. But I know that this is such an exciting time. And how is it for you as the grandmother having your baby, your grandson, graduating from high school?
It doesn't seem real. I can remember flying in for Josh's birth.
Yes.
We were here for his birth, and now, and I mean, I've seen him in between, but now he's graduating from high school and he's going off to college. It's just, it doesn't seem real.
It
It
doesn't.
goes by fast.
It does go by fast. And now, Heather, you used to babysit little Josh.
I sure did.
And to see him transition through the years, how is that for you?
I mean, it's amazing. You know, he's gone from a little baby that would cry all the time, and I'd have to call you and say, Pat, I can't get him to stop crying. And you
Lord
have to
have
come
mercy.
home. And now he's bigger than me, and I mean, he's turned into an amazing young man. So proud of him. He's just
We know
funny
you.
and handsome, and I'm very proud of him.
And you're a mom. Now, tell us
I
about
am.
your little lady.
Well, she's 10. Her name is Rachel. She loves her cousins. She loves Josh. I think she even calls him Uncle Josh for some reason. I'm not really too sure
I
why
don't know.
she calls
That's
him
okay.
that. And she's about to go into the 5th grade.
Transition. And, you know, when we talk about transition, you know, it's not just the children changing, having to, you know, reach another milestone. We as family members have to, you know, be prepared for that. And me, myself, and I, you know, Josh, I had Josh, you know, he was the only child for about 3 years. And so he's a little bit on the rotten side. Can you two agree or attest to that? Or just a little
I
bit?
disagree.
I agree.
Grandmothers, you can't take them with you.
No, I definitely.
And so, you know, and with me, he is transitioning into a wonderful young man. And, you know, his dad and I are so proud of that. But I think even within me as the mom, I'm experiencing a little bit of separation anxiety.
Sure.
And so I want to ask you, having had kids to, you know, you're in that empty nest syndrome, you know, and how is that transition? How were you able to transition when your kids were gradually leaving the house?
It took a long time to finally come to, I guess, peace with not having kids around, because it was busy. We always had something to do. They were involved in a lot of sports, and all of a sudden that's all gone, and you just don't know what to do with your time.
Well, see, I still got two at home, so I still got Jonathan, who's amazing, and Hannah, who's amazing. They're going into the 9th and 10th grade, and so, we still have that itself. And Heather, now here you are, your little Rachel's going to be around for a while, isn't she?
Well, she's told me that she's never moving, so.
Never moving. I had one kid that he was going to actually live in the basement. I'm not going to call any names, but even as an adult, he would live in my basement. So, that's pretty cool.
Words can't even explain how excited I am for Josh. He was my first nephew. I spent a lot of time with him as a baby. I really had a special bond with him. Mm-hmm. And I remember when you guys when you moved, was it to Kansas? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was crushed, I was really sad because I was so close to him, and not having him around then, I missed him so much. And
so you can only imagine
what you're going through. I don't want to imagine it. I'm actually looking forward to it because I believe he's going to be coming closer to me.
Yes. So
college,
going to college, staying with his dad. That's going to be pretty awesome.
Looking forward to that.
It's going to be great. And you know what? I've been reading a lot, like on social media, where parents or family members are posting all of this stuff about their kids. My little Jim, graduated from pre-K, and you see them in their caps and gowns and holding their diplomas, and it's just the cutest little thing. And I know that I'm far removed from that, but it's like I think it's important that we all celebrate these graduates, celebrate these young men and women, regardless of the stage that they're in. It's so important. And Judy, I'm gonna let you talk. Because I know that you've attained a lot of wisdom about being a grandmother, and so you've had your sons have been moved off, going into the military and things like that, and you've talked about that transition, and I know that you can sometimes get a little emotional. Mm-hmm. What stories can you think about when you get to that point with, let's say, with Josh?
It's right now, it's just overwhelmingly hard to believe that he's grown up so fast, as well as Hannah and Jonathan, mm-hmm. and just becoming the person that he's become.
Yeah. It's really nice to see.
Yes.
Well, I want to talk to some other parents that are, have some kids here that also are flying the nest, so to speak, and I just really wanted to have you two on coming in. So glad to have you.
Well, thanks for having us, Kat.
I love you too. We're down like 4 flat tires. I like to say that. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll meet some of the other parents and graduates in this great town of Dublin, Georgia. Thank you so much, Heather and Judy, for joining us today here on Real Talk.
I'm Marcus Clements with Clements & King Insurance. A large part of our business are working with seniors, those on Medicare, or those who have final expense life insurance needs. We are local. We're available to talk to you or your family about any insurance need you may have. If it's Medicare supplements, Part D prescription drug coverage, final expense insurance, long-term care insurance, call us 272-8019.
And we are back, and we are now having some representatives from Trinity Christian School, Mr. T.K. Flowers and Stephanie Burley Flowers, his mother. So nice to have you two with us today. Now, T.K., I have been reading a lot about you in the paper, dude, and your mama's been Facebooking and tweeting and all that kind of stuff about her son. So tell us a little bit about you. I mean, this is going to give your mom bragging rights for sure about all of the things that you've been accomplishing. Tell us about yourself.
I'm 18. I'll be going to Columbus State next year to join the pre-engineering program there. Recently, I was chosen as Rotary Club Student of the Month and the Exchange Club Youth of the Month. So that's some of the
Go,
things.
but
she's
where
been
are
doing.
your medals and your trophies? You put them in your pocket, or you got them in your I Love Me room?
They're all hung up around my room.
Well, now, TK, I want to ask you about your journey, but I need to talk to you. We need to talk with your mom first. All right, Stephanie, we're giving you the floor right now. Go ahead. It's okay.
It's kind of hard and it's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's a happy occasion
Mm-hmm.
plus a sad occasion also because I have two boys. Patrick, my oldest one, is a second-year student at Edward Waters College in Jacksonville, Florida. But TK, my baby, we've been joined at the hip. And TK knows that I'm a crybaby, and everybody knows that I'm a crybaby. So, but it's kind of extra special with him because we are the touchy feely. Devontae is just different, but he's a good child, on a roll, athletic, and it's like I'm going to be home alone now.
You're about to be an empty nester.
Yes.
I hope that you got something from Judy over there when she was talking about that. But you know what, Stephanie? What I think is beautiful is that this journey that you've been on, as the mother, I think that, our children, they do a lot of hard work to gain all of these accolades. But then you've done some hard work yourself
Yes.
in rearing him into the young man that he should be. And so I know that you're emotional. I can be pretty emotional, but, I'm keeping it together right now. But I want to know, now, TK, how has your journey been? Because you talk about your senior year, that's something special.
Yeah, man.
That's something special. How has your journey been?
Well, I can't say it's always been easy, but I mean, I have faith in God, so that's keeping me going throughout everything. It hasn't always been easy. It hasn't always been hard either, but I've enjoyed it.
You've been enjoying the ride, is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
right? Being an empty nester, so that does bring up a lot of things. And so, how have you prepared yourself with this transition?
How do you prepare yourself for this transition? I think that even when I had to take Patrick off to college, I don't think it really hit me until I left Jacksonville, and I think I cried all the way home and for few days after that. But TK was home.
Right.
But now both of them are going to be gone, and it's like, and I'm so used to AAU basketball. I'm so used to running from football to basketball to track to tennis to what's left? Baseball. And it goes from being so busy with no time for anything else
Right.
to now you don't have any, well, I'm sure I'll find something to do. But.
I did, you will definitely. I did research in graduate school about empty nest syndrome, and I had to release a report about that. And there's so many parents that when that last child does leave, they transition differently. Some do well, some not so well. But I think it's about the process. You have to take things one day at a time, one moment at a time. Because I don't think that it's going to be easy, because the transitioning, having all the children out of the home, you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to adjust. And that's with a lot of parents out there. So you're going to see a lot of parents with mixed emotions about their children leaving. Some are going to be empty nesters. Some are going to be sitting right there and may have their spouse and looking at that spouse, what do we do next? When you're talking about how your life has really been centered around transporting him to all of these different events and really being active in his life, to those things now being minimized. Even though he's going to be in college, that's going to be something different for you, right?
Yes.
Now, TK, how have you, how do you think you're going to help, or how are you going to be able to help your mom in transitioning through all of this? She's on her own?
But she knows I'll always be the baby. So, I mean, it won't be too hard.
And you're ready for it? Are you ready for this next step in your life?
I think so.
And is this your first time being away from home?
You know, I mean, I go off all the time with AAU basketball, and I stay for weeks at a time, and
So this is nothing.
this is nothing.
You like, see you later, mama. Right?
So she's got to. She has to
gotta
prepare
suck
herself.
it
for
up.
life.
I've been crying since last Thursday. We had
Right.
honors at Trinity. And he received 4 awards, academic awards, second highest in Bible, second highest in computer, second highest in math, and second highest in history. And then he also received the TCS Scott Brown Scholarship, which we had no idea that he was
going to get that.
receiving that. So that was a plus. And then we had the senior video viewing Sunday afternoon. It was 2 hours long, but it was like, wow. I think I sat there and cried the whole time.
You
So-
better wear some waterproof
I know,
mascara
but
at
I
this.
had one of the other parents sit beside me, and the counselor, Miss Allison Rogers, came and she says, "I don't think you two need to be sitting beside each other
mercy,
because
what I'm on-
both of y'all cry. So y'all
Yeah.
cry babies, but I cried the whole time.
Yeah.
So, but
you know
that's
what,
just always
and,
been me.
and you know what, we are all understanding of those tears because they are mixed with so many different things that you've had to experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, and for him to still be progressive and still be the young man that we all see before us today. And so we can all say, well done, well done. Well, we're certainly proud of you, Mr. TK, and all of your medals, all these awards you received, and now you're getting ready to take that next step.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember your foundation,
I will.
all right?
Yes, ma'am.
And continue to stay focused as you move forward.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're so glad to have had you two here today. Congratulations again, and Mama, get you some tissue. We're proud of you. We'll be back in just a moment with some more mamas who are excited about their children going on to the next step.
Collins Supply and Engine Service is your outdoor power equipment headquarters with quality products from names like Country Clippers zero-turn mowers, featuring our revolutionary patented stand-up deck, making cleanup and maintenance easier than ever. Step up to zero-turn performance by Country Clippers. See Collins Supply and Engine Service and experience Country Clippers today at 910 East Jackson Street in Dublin and 826 South Harris Street in Sandersville.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and I've certainly been enjoying myself up here with everyone, you know, talking to them about graduating and the excitement and sometimes the not so exciting things that we have to transition. We've got some Raiders and, Irish ladies here that are going to be representing their children. We've got Denise Turner and we've got Paulette Chappell. How are you, ladies?
Fine, thank you.
We want you to introduce yourselves to everyone and then tell us about your star student. We'll start with you.
I'm Denise Turner, divorced mother of 4, work at Geico, and I have 4 beautiful kids. Nick is my one that's about to graduate this year.
From which school?
West Lawrence.
West Lawrence. Go Raiders.
And my daughter, she graduated last year. She's attending, she just finished up her first year at Middle Georgia. Also have Matthew. You know Matthew.
Yes, I did. I remember meeting Matthew. Yes.
And I have Lorenzo.
So you're a busy mom.
I am. They keep me on the road. You know.
I'm sure they do. Okay, your turn. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Paulette Ross Chappell, and my daughter is Naya Archie, and she attends Dublin High School. Naya is my baby. I have 2 children. Chad is 8 years older than Naya. He'll be 26 this year, and Naya is just 17, not even 18, graduating from high school, and it's real crazy to me right
Is
now.
it real crazy to you?
Yes.
Now, with this being your baby, she's the last
The
one.
last. And it's,
Uh-oh,
yes.
here we go. Here we go. Your eyes are getting more teary when you talk about it because it's something that you really have to process.
It is. It really is.
You really have to process. Now, you've got how many others at home?
2 after Nick.
2 after Nick. So how has this journey been for you? And feel free to brag about Nick if you like. The floor is open.
Well, Nick is my oldest son, and he is awesome. And I mean, sports-wise, every time I open up the paper or look on the news, I hear his name
You
for
hear his
football.
name.
It's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, yes. and he's going to be attending Union College in Kentucky, Lord.
Wait a minute now.
Yes.
You said, Lord, how do you feel about, I mean, we were stationed in Kentucky at one point. That's a good little drive.
Yeah,
Has
7
Nick
hours.
ever been, 7 hours? You've already mapped it out.
I have.
Has he been away from home before, any length of time?
For AAU, he has, but not like this, and
So-
not this far away.
How are you feeling, Mama? You all understand what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to take some getting used to, because me and my kids are very close.
right.
When Chelsea went to Middle Georgia, I was real nervous with that, and that's just right up the road.
Right.
So with him going to Kentucky, it's going to be a big adjustment. Because I'm used to being able to just reach out and say, hey.
Yes.
But now I'm going to have to.
It's not business as
Yeah,
usual,
it's
is
not
it?
at all.
Things are, and that's how it is with this transition. All right, now we'll go to you, Doug.
Naya, like I said, it's just been me and Naya for 8 years. It's almost like having two only children, the way that we've done it. I'm going to miss getting up on Saturday mornings and she coming down. My husband goes out to wash the car and she gets in the bed with me and we watch everything that we videoed up, recorded all week, the have and have nots.
Girl time.
Hip hop.
Yes.
Just girl time. Just
Yes.
snuggling and enjoying each other. And I am really going to miss that more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of Naya. She too is an undergraduate, graduating 9th in her class, and Baylor student, and has just done a lot of great things. Plays
Athlete,
basketball,
yes.
volleyball. This is her first year playing volleyball. She did an outstanding job at volleyball. She now wishes she had done it all along.
Right.
Plays the saxophone. Just really trying to figure out what she's going to do. She's attending Georgia Southern in Statesboro.
Great school, yes.
She's going to major in math. Math is her thing. Math is her forte, and I'm not sure where she got that from. But I'm glad that math
She
is her
get
thing.
it from her mama. That's what they say.
I guess so. She loves tutoring. She's actually going to do part-time job this summer, tutoring math to
That's
students.
fantastic.
And
That's
so
fantastic.
It's giving her really just an outlet and something to look forward to, just getting acclimated to just being out on her own and doing things on her own.
And and I think that that's all going to, it's going to require some getting used to for her as well as the parents. Because this is still all about transition. So this is an exciting time. But you two have shared some things, just like some of the other guests, of how, we're kind of a little bit on the, side. And so, and I know Naya's been involved in so much and so smart, and so with your Nick. And so your lives are going to change just a little bit. Have you been already trying to make adjustments? We talk about in psychology about separation anxiety, to where when your child or whomever is getting ready to leave and you're getting ready to transition, weeks and weeks before it takes place, there's something on the inside that we experience in preparing for that. What have you been doing? Have you started feeling anxious? You've been feeling that, but how long have you been feeling this?
Ever since I found out that he got the scholarship to Kentucky.
So all you could think about was Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
So far from Georgia.
Yeah.
How have you been preparing yourself?
Just trying to wean myself off of her,
yeah.
spending those Saturday mornings together. My husband and I have been talking about what are we going to do in our spare time now that we don't have all the basketball games to go to, the football games to go to, volleyball games. What are we going to do now? And so we've been trying to find what child we're going to adopt. Just what child we're going to follow next. Just so we don't, just become just kind of hodrum, just not having anything.
Not just that, yes, for sure. And that's something, and this is not being taken lightly, because that is something true that you really have to consider and make those adjustments. Congratulations to both of you for your families, all of the things that you've instilled within your children. Because now you're about to see the fruit of your labor and the manifestation of that when they are away from home. All right? So listen, thank you so much for being on Real Talk. We certainly appreciate you too. Thank you for all of our guests being on the air today. Congratulations to all the graduates, whether you're a pre-K, middle schooler going into high school, 6th grade, or high school or college graduate. Forgot about those. We're certainly proud of all of you. Thank you so much for watching Real Talk, and please keep watching.